Okay, I'm good now. I've been gone for 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. No Soto. And here comes. Okay. Here we go. Right. You're gonna. Okay, we're good. Yep. 2.5 hours. Yep. I know. All right, so ooh, we're gonna get right into
Buy the new one because there's no other.
We're gonna react to some videos here about Juan Soto. We got like a whole playlist here. So we'll see. We'll talk about it. Let's see.
It is great to have you with us on this special edition of Yankees Hot Stove. Final day of the winter meetings. No deadlines have really come and gone, but we feel that way when guys start getting on planes. Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry with you. When we went off the air last night with our previous edition of Hot Stove, you had mentioned things were intensifying between the Yankees and Juan Soto, the talks there in terms of the Padres to bring Soto to the Bronx. As we sit here on the final day of the winter meetings, 2 o'clock Eastern, where do things stand?
Yankees and Padres are very, very close to completing this deal, Bob. As you mentioned, we talked about it on our show last night, that those talks that had been at a perceived stalemate had reignited. Those talks continued, and the Yankees have known all along that Soto is a player that they desperately desired, that they coveted to have in that lineup, to be able to pair up with Judge and others and help them improve an offense that was historically bad last season. We know that when these discussions started out, the Yankees thought that the Padres' ask was very heavy. But we also pointed out that when you're getting a player like Soto, even if it's only for a one-year rental, a potential future Hall of Famer, it's going to have to sting from a Yankee perspective. And that's why when you look at what the Yankees are likely to give up, Michael King, who has been a very valuable pitcher for them, is going to be in this deal. Drew Thorpe, who had a terrific year in the minor leagues for them last season, is likely to be in this deal. Vasquez and Brito, a couple of other arms who could be in this deal. And the Padres are also thin in the catching ranks. Look for someone like Kyle Higashioka to be in this deal. So it's 5 for 1. It's a heavy price to pay. But again, Bob, when you're coming off an...
So it's not 5 for 1. That's what we know. It's not 5 for 1. It is actually, as this video is actually over, it's not 5 for 1. It is 5 for 2. We are getting Trent Grisham. So it is not 5 for 2. It is 5 for 1. So they are wrong on that one. But
82 and 80 season, and your offense was as bad as the Yankee offense was, you have to pay the price to bring in someone like Soto.
All right, here we go. Now we got sports.
Baseball Hot Stove giving us some smoke that the Yankees and Padres are working on a Juan Soto deal. He's the biggest bat on the market after free agent Shohei Ohtani. He blasted 35 dingers last season. His agent, Scott Boras, will not confirm talks, but he did add that Soto hits well at Yankee Stadium. Read between the lines if you want. In 2024, Soto will play his first game at the age of 25 in his 6th MLB season. In his first 5, he compiled the 6th most win probability added by any...
Look at the names. Like, let's be real. Look at the names. Mickey Mantle, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, Eddie Matthews. Like, this isn't this ain't a throwaway list. This is some valid stat. This isn't a LeBron James stat, you know.
Player age 24 or younger in the last 75 years. Yes, behind the likes of Mickey Mantle, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols. I'm just saying, the man's really, really good. So is our baseball insider, Jeff Passan, who's on the scene right now from the winter meetings and joins us now on SportsCenter. All right, Jeff, how close are we to a finalized trade between the Padres and the Yankees?
I mean, we're close, Elle, but there is nothing in...
The one thing I've hated most about this is the fact that they've been saying, oh, we're close. They're close. They're very close. They're very close. Oh, it's almost up. Tell me. I think every reporter should shut up until it's done.
In place at this hour here in Nashville, and Listen, people at the winter meetings have been sitting around all day waiting for this to happen, but we have to understand a trade of this magnitude, of this size, that as sources tell me is a proposed 5-for-2 deal that would send Juan Soto to the New York Yankees. You have to go through a lot of stuff, including medical records, and finalizing that can take some time. Now, that said, everybody involved at this point expects the deal to go through, but of course, until it is officially official, it's not a done deal, and we have seen trades blow up this late. The expectation, though, is that that will not happen, that Juan Soto, the three-time All-Star, arguably one of the best hitters in the major leagues, is going to be a New York Yankee at the end of the day.
When it is finalized, of course, Jeff Passan will bring us that news right here on SportsCenter. But you mentioned that you're...
Okay. That's the biggest thing, is the fact that they're not expecting it to blow up. That is, I think that's the biggest concern for Yankee fans, is that this trade's going to blow up. I don't think it's going to blow up. I think we're safe from that. I think this is good. I don't think Padres are taking any other offers right now. I think they're just they're locked in with the Yankees. I think they're in a relationship with the Yankees to make this trade. Why?
Sitting around at those winter meetings in Nashville, and it's been a really slow-moving free agent market to this point. What's been the reaction to that, Jeff?
Yeah.
Wow, Sherlock. Sorry.
Well, the reaction's been, Shohei Ohtani, please sign. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, please sign. Because a lot of the top-end free agents are not just waiting for them to sign so they can get some clarity on where they could potentially go. And so the teams that don't get Ohtani or Yamamoto can...
I'm gonna go back. My face kind of blocking. So let me. No, that was no. Okay, there we go. Make me a little smaller. That's a little too small. I think that's good. I think that should be good.
And free agents are, but it's very simple. They want to draft off of them like a race car, right? They want to get in behind these exorbitant contracts that are going to be handed out to Ohtani, who could make upward of $600 billion, and Yamamoto, who's expected to get the second biggest contract for a pitcher in baseball history, and the outlay for him could be in excess of $300 million. And so when you look at Blake Snell and Cody Bellinger and Matt Chapman and Jordan Montgomery, players of that ilk, in winter meetings past, they would have been signed at this point, but now they're just waiting for the big dogs to go, and the expectation is that Ohtani's going to be done at some point early next week probably, and Yamamoto around mid.
Isn't it funny how we said, oh, it's going to be early this week, early last week, early next week, this weekend? Like, what? I agree with Russo on this. Ohtani has supposedly supposed to sign for 3 weeks now. When is it going to happen?
December or so. So this freeze that we've had here in Nashville, it could continue for a while longer.
The good side to that, maybe the bright side to it, is that you had enough time to sit around and make a connection between Talladega Nights and MLB. So well done on you, Jeff Passan. And of course, if we get any news about Soto or Ohtani or any free agent signings, Jeff is going to bring it to you here on SportsCenter.
All right, what do we got next? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Let's take a. Let's see what the fan has to say. Let's see what the fan has to say. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's test the waters. Man, I just want, like, this entire, like, chase of Soto. Where is he going? Is he getting traded? Is he not? Is he not? Is he not? Like, come on. Like, let's.
I take no pleasure in this. I take a little.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I see the smirk on your face.
This is not going to be a good day for you. because Juan Soto is going to be a Yankee, and they will not stop until they are once again despised and loathed, and the universe is restored. The evil empire is coming back.
While I admit Sal is getting angry, I am still going to stick to the belief that it is not going to happen to the extent that you think it is. And it seems right now like it's a done deal. Juan Soto's going to be in pinstripes. I'm not buying it until I see it. Until I see confirmed done deal. I can't believe that the San Diego Padres are going to be that stupid that they wouldn't even wait until Shohei Ohtani makes his decision so they could have other teams getting involved in a trade for Juan Soto. That's number one. Number two, the Yankees talk as if they're getting Yamamoto. Brian Cashman with his snarky remarks yesterday. Oh, I can't compete with Steve Cohen, but we like our plan in place. It was a little jab, a little dig, as if the Yankees know that they're getting Yamamoto and Soto. I don't believe it.
I can agree with him on that. I don't think we're getting both Yamamoto. Well, I don't think we can guarantee Yamamoto. Soto, I think, is guaranteed. I don't think Toronto or Seattle or Atlanta or any team of any such is going to swoop under and take Soto from us. I don't think that's happening. I think they're locked in. I think they're locked in together. But Yamamoto is not a guarantee whatsoever. I would say he's like a 50-50. Soto's like a 99.9% chance. Like, locked in. I got to say this, I was never more confident. I was more confident we were getting Soto this offseason than Judge was re-signing last offseason. So, just to put that out there.
I'll react if and when it does. Right now, I still don't believe it. Yankees need to prove to me, based on what they've done in recent years, they need to still prove to me that they're going to act like big boys for a change. I'm not buying it, BT.
I've sensed this for months. You know, there's always a tipping point. And listen, and again, it's not done. Sal's right. I mean, it's not time to pop the champagne yet.
Oh, really? I mean, it sounds like everybody else is celebrating.
Well, it's getting.
I got to say, everyone's celebrating like I don't want to pause too much. But I do want to get this out there. It feels like everyone is celebrating like we got Soto. This deal's not done. This deal is not done yet. Everyone was popping champagne when the deal was never even close to, was farther, not never close, but like was way farther apart. And now a lot of people are just in confusion. And I think a lot of people are celebrating, but a lot of people are in confusion. I think it's a 50-50 in that sense.
There, I think
And by the way, I mean, what did Juan Soto, what does he want in San Diego? What is Juan Soto? I mean, you're making it like you're going to get Juan Soto, and all of a sudden their World Series championship is going to be raining down here. No. There is no guarantee with that either.
No, I'm just making it that the Yankees will have one of the 2 or 3 best hitters in baseball in the middle of their lineup with a short porch that's less than 315 feet away.
I get it.
And he hits from the left side. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I think that, listen, the direction of the Yankees for a while has been so maddening. Because we know their resources, we've known their reluctance to play with the big boys the way that they used to, and so many of their moves were just horrendous, and they were trying to build a new model, right? And quite frankly, they're not smart enough to do that. You know, they were trying to, like, reinvent their wheel. The Yankees' wheel should always have the same few spokes. Stud number 1, stud number 2, stud number 3, and stud number 4. And I do think it's very interesting. Like, Brian Cashman he was very forthright. Like, I actually got text last night from a few of my buddies, not in the industry, right? Yeah. They're like, did they change the rules about being able to speak about other people's property?
Him and Boo and Bowl?
It was crazy.
Oh, he looked great in pinstripes.
Yeah. Which tells you that, you know, they're...
Yeah, that's so... Oh, whoa. Didn't mean to do that. It's so insane. Because the Yankees are vocal. Like, if y'all remember, 2011, Yankees go and say, if you want to go to Jeter, or was it 2011? It was like 2011, 2012, around that time. I think it was 2011. They tell Jeter, go and explore the market, see what you're worth. He was always going to sign with the Yankees, but he was like, they're very vocal about it. They'll give you numbers. They did it with Judge. They're doing it with or who did it? Somebody did it. I'm blanking right now. And they didn't want numbers to go out. I don't know. they were like they put out a number, and then they were like, I didn't want the number to be out like that. It was someone. Was it the? It wasn't the. I think it was baseball. I don't know. I didn't want. It was like they didn't want to put the number out. It was very. I don't know. I cannot remember for the life of me, but it was definitely it's definitely, look, I think the Yankees being very vocal is something that we need to pay attention to, because they did it with A-Rod too at the winter meetings. They were like, oh, yo, you would look good in pinstripes. You want to play third base for us? Like,
obviously very deep in the water, and I never once for a second thought that the Yankees would allow. Now, again, first of all, the deal's not done. Soto's not here, and we don't know what pieces are going to go back to San Diego ultimately when it is done, which I believe it will be done today. But I never thought for a second that the Yankees, when they had to stand up and make the move, would flinch and say, no, we can't give you Michael King. No, we can't give you this kid Thorpe. The Yanks are doing this no matter what. They have to.
Well,
and
then
they know it.
Then that's just bad business. Even more so, Cashman and Boone yesterday running their mouths, talking about how much they want Soto. Jack Curry, who I respect on Yes, talking about Yankee and tweeting it out. Yankees know they need to make this deal. Well, if the Yankees know that and reporters know that, don't you think the Padres know that? If you're San Diego, I mean, what are you doing? The only way you do a deal before Ohtani signs is if you know you're exceeding the value by a landslide. Why would you do it now? I mean, my God, what are the Padres that dumb that they're going to make this deal now without waiting?
quite possibly.
To see what teams would be involved for Shohei Ohtani. If that's the case, that means it's an extreme overpay by the Yankees, which I would actually give them credit for because this is a player that they need to get.
They've always held on to their prospects. They've always hyped them up, and then when they get a look at the bigs, particularly their hitters, they fizzle out.
That is the biggest thing. I am one to keep prospects, to see if they pan out, but I'm sick and tired of it. Dominguez is the only one where I'm like, let him develop. Let him. Hold on, excuse me. Sorry. I'm always one to like see how prospects pan out, but I just can't. I just can't anymore. And when a player like Juan Soto comes on the market, you gotta go for him. You just have to. You just have to. And you need him. He's a lefty guy. I've said this before. If God created a player for Yankee Stadium, it's Juan Soto.
Duds, and then we just want to get rid of them, and any value they once had is completely gone. And maybe they've learned a lesson from that. You know, listen, I do think this is
most likely
the numbers thing. I understand, like, if I'm a Mets fan, if I'm a fan of some other teams, I'm sitting there saying, man, if the Yankees, and I know that Thorpe is obviously an incredibly highly rated prospect, and I really like Michael King.
Give me a break. Guy hasn't sniffed the majors.
I understand that.
I don't
no,
want
I'm
to
just
hear
saying
about
he's a good
it.
prospect, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, there's only so many teams going after him, and I don't understand it. I know it's a rental. I know he's going up to $30 to $32 million in arbitration. I just don't get it. For a middle-of-the-order thumper with a discerning eye who's always on base, I know he's not good on the bases. He's not a good outfielder, whatever. He's 25. He's won a World Series. He's been a stud in the world. They took Garrett Cole opposite field in the world at the age of 19. Like, I don't know why more teams aren't involved. But you know what, Sal? At the end of the day, I don't care.
Yeah.
If it takes 6 players to get Juan Soto, take them. Except Dominguez. I mean minor league prospects.
Take them. If you paint.
Listen to this. So basically, Juan Soto isn't going to be a Yankee. They can't take Michael King, give him Clay Holmes. I don't think. Now, hear me out. I know they're going to lose Hader. They're probably going to go after him. But I don't think that I don't think Holmes has the same value that King has, because King went from being a reliever to a starter who went, and I say this, I've said it before and I'll be a broken record about it, went 7 innings with 14 Ks. Who does that within a month or two span? Nobody. So I don't think he has the same value, and I don't think that would get it done.
Day picture, and I guess we're very close to that picture being complete here. If you paint a picture where the Yankees get Juan Soto and didn't have to give up Dominguez or Volpe or any of the guys that can be an impact now, well, I guess we don't know about like Peraza or whatever, but I mean, how is that even possible? Michael King is the king piece that's going the other way. You're right. It does bother me. It doesn't bother you, but it bothers me. And actually, not even just from a Met fan perspective, like, how could all these other teams be so stupid when you have an asset like that is so unique?
Yeah.
That a guy, I don't care if it's for 1 year rental or not, he is Juan Soto.
He's the man.
How are other teams not being in on him? It makes no sense. This can't be this easy for the Yankees. Oh, the Yankees need to feel some pain. It has to sting for them to get a play. I freaking hope so. And by the way, Michael King, that's what's going to sting a 30-year-old pitcher who's been hurt? He's not even a real starter. Bullpen starter, we're making it like Michael King is the next Cy Young. That's the guy. Michael King, who's been a bullpen guy. Good
nine starts last year, not many. Only 104 innings, but so you got to keep working. Not even at 150 innings.
He's a tweener. What is Mike, a 30-year-old tweener
29.
Who hasn't established himself at all? And Drew Thorpe hasn't thrown a pitch in the big leagues. That's what. It's really gonna hurt to give up King and Thorpe for Juan Soto. I mean, give me.
I'm trying to take this off so I can speak like this. I want to speak like this so bad, but give me a second. The disrespect to Michael King. I don't have to say it again. I just said it. So, no. Dude, come on. Come on. I know Thorpe hasn't thrown a pitch in the majors. I know. But they don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know that.
A freaking break.
877-337-6666. This really has the makings of a special day for the Yankee fan. And really, it could be an amazing 2 weeks because I think Yamamoto's coming too.
Oh, stop.
I mean, you can put the brakes on.
Way.
And you can. I appreciate you fighting the good fight.
They think he's coming too, the way that they talk.
I know. But, listen, and I've been there as well. Like, I was defiant about the Jets. I get it. Fandom, I love it. I respect it. I expect it from Sal. And I expect it from the Met fans and other fans of other teams who are not in the mix for Soto, whatever. But right now, any pushback on the Yankees getting Soto in their way. Oh, they haven't adapted to the modern way of baseball. You know what they're going back to? Their roots. Sometimes you got to go back to your core and say, what made us the Yankees? Well, what made the Yankees?
Let me just rewind this.
For Juan Soto? I mean, give me a freaking break.
877. Getting Soto and Yamamoto is not rooted in reality. Doesn't mean it's definitely going to happen, both of them. But what every single sign says, the Yankees are about to strike with a force that they have not struck with since 2009, and they are to obliterate the baseball universe again. How? Oh, it's there. Other teams. That's what made them the Yankees.
Agreed. Hasn't happened yet.
No, I know.
No, but you
Understood.
You and other Yankee fans, I see it, acting like everything has happened.
And this could get unplugged, and the tables can turn, and I'll deal with it. It's because there was one voice in the wilderness. I told you that they were done.
Because they're not going to be able to trade for Soto, sign Yamamoto for over $300 million, which maybe he's going to get now.
I saw that.
And then re-sign Soto as well. I mean, are they going to do that?
Yes.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yes.
So the Yankees are going to spend over $400 million on Soto to keep him, over $300 million on Yamamoto, not to mention Cole, Judge, Stanton, all the other.
I believe that they will.
Okay.
I really do.
Well, when they do that, then the evil empire is back.
877-337.
Yes, he's 100% right. We are not the evil empire right now. We are just the empire. We're like Rome after Caesar. Like we're not the evil empire. We're not Rome. We're not Rome at its peak. But when Soto comes, when Yamamoto, I was about to say Yamamoto. When Yamamoto comes,
Just deliver this. I don't care if it's 1:57 and 12 seconds before Evan and Tiki get on, though I prefer it's a lot earlier than that. I need to see my partner's face when it's official.
No.
I need it.
I can't.
I need it.
This is going to be bad. I'm telling you now, not just today. If they get both, Soto's one thing, and I'm still not buying that. If they get both, it's going to be bad. It's going to be a problem for the Mets. We'll get into the Mets a little bit later on, but it's going to be a problem.
We're
happening, and I'm getting pissed. But perfect timing. Can't fault the Padres for being thorough with the Yankees' medicals. King suffered a fractured elbow in 2022, and Thorpe had an injury towards the end of the season. So, fair enough. Everything good?
Fair Tire Studio, Friends of Town Fair reminds you that you always get the guarantee lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody.
Hashtag
76666. BT and Sal on the Fan. By the way, today's the Yankees holiday food drive. It is today. If you're not North Bergen, BT.
Good. I just got a couple quick comments. I know you guys got a lot of callers. First one, the first proposition with the six players for Juan Soto. I don't know why they didn't exercise that to begin with. I personally just think that it doesn't end up biting them in the.
Again, it happened again. It happened again. I scroll and I see a troll. I scroll and I see a troll.
For a couple of guys that haven't even made it to the big leagues yet, I think that would have been the right trade to make. I don't know why there's a lot of arguments or speculations for that trade request. That's my first comment.
Can I give you my thought, Kev? Can I give my thoughts on why I think it's been speculated with a fair amount of intensity? You want my theory?
Sure.
Okay. I just don't think there's many teams at the table. And there's nobody else at the table now, at least in terms of the seriousness that the Yanks and the Padres are engaged in. The Padres, and I told you guys this a month ago, they need to shed money. They borrowed $50 million last year to meet payroll. His arbitration is going to get jacked up to $30 or $32 million, and they've got a lot of bad contracts on the board. So since nobody, and he's a rental. So since nobody else is really going as seriously as the Yankees, why in the world, until they have to acquiesce, the Yankees can kind of put up this resistance like we're not doing it. And then if they have to do it, you ultimately do it. But right now, there's no competition to do it. You don't have to.
That is fair. But it is a slippery slope if we're looking into the future as far as if we're going to keep them or not. Last comment I want to make, there's also speculations of them trying to exercise getting Juan Soto and Yamamoto. I believe that they are going to try it, not saying that it will, because I would imagine that if
you've ever seen text behind somebody just like this, it's actually not hard, especially using Adobe Express, so let me show you how to do it.
I don't know if you have to see it, blah, blah, blah.
They went live, unless maybe they don't really fucking know what's going on. And I find that hard to believe because they're owned by the Yankees. Yes, it's owned by the Yanks, man. You would think they'd want their people to know the latest or put the latest stuff out, and Curry hasn't tweeted nothing.
What's that noise?
Curry hasn't tweeted a damn thing.
Zan's so funny. She goes, "This mother effer got that Scooby-Doo." Cuffs.
Who's that? Where is he moving up?
AJ.
Jim Duggan, what's up, man? He says hopefully they have Cashman on Hot Stove. Apparently they already bounced. Hot Stove, I don't know. Hot Stove isn't at the winter meetings. I think Meredith Marakovitz is there. That's it.
I can't, bro. I just can't. They're not even saying anything. Look, they've been like.
I wish I had
Kay was supposed to hear from Jack Curry. Can you guys show Curry talking? Chris, nah, man, we can't do that on there because we get a copyright and they'll take the stream down. So we don't have the rights to show that. Yeah, man, look at this. Jim Bowden 5 hours ago was when the news was going around about all the players that were involved. 5 hours ago. And since then, we really don't have nothing. Nothing at all. Bob and Jet.
Empty feeling right now, bro.
If we miss out, Daily News headline, oh, Soto close. No. No, please, no. We don't need that. We don't need that, man. We don't need that. We do not need that. Everybody's banking on Jack Curry. I kind of feel bad for him. Because
imagine he has nothing to say. He's like at the same place.
And like I said, bro, you get your rest and relax. 11 o'clock passes. I'll see what I do for a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna stick around forever too, to be honest. Because my plan would be to wake up at 8 or really early and get right back to it. But this has been a really crazy day. I'm not gonna say that this day was, not a fun, successful day. We had an unbelievable record-breaking day today. But it was because of the Soto thing, man. It was because of the damn Soto
I'm gonna shave AJ Preller's head when I see him.
You guys can
Okay,
shave
we
each
got
other's
it.
head if he makes the deal.
Come on.
Somebody's cooking something upstairs.
All right.
6 minutes, huh?
Let's see.
Fate of the Yankee universe, man.
Jonathan
this is-
Blair said.
This
Are
what?
y'all still here? Respect. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, bro.
Josh Wahlberg says Soto falls through, might skip the season. My off season, I'll be honest with you guys, man, and maybe I'm saying this a little more too because I'm just so drained. My off season will be done. I'm not joking. We lost out on. We ever lose out on Soto on this? My off season will be
and
fucking
he goes
done,
elsewhere.
But you know, whoever team gets them, I'll be happy for that
I'm
fan
getting
base to be
pissed.
excited as we were.
I'm gonna unplug.
But
oh wait, can I unplug this? I can't.
Yamamoto, I'll be happy about, but I couldn't even get excited. I'm serious, man. I couldn't even get excited.
Hold on.
Finally
There we
happened
go.
to be this damn close, and God forbid this thing fall apart. I don't think anything could really make up for this. I don't like that kind of talk. Sorry, man.
Look, man, you gotta
It's
be
all I got
negative.
right now, man. It's all I got.
Like at some point, you gotta be real with yourself and be like, look, this could fall through at any point.
Nothing at all from Curry before a Yankee hot stove.
That's not good. That's not good. Because it,
So weird.
man,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing hope. I am.
come on. Look,
This is tough, bro. This is
I'm
tough.
nervous. I'm nervous. I am. I'm nervous.
I have a feeling.
I'm only reason I even have any hope right now is again just repeating what's been said.
Mike Rodriguez, apparently on Jimmer Candelario and the Reds have had strong discussions about getting a deal done.
Wow.
I
All right.
have a
Here we
feeling
go
they're
again.
gonna announce it on Hot Stove.
Kev, you can put that to bed now.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, Kev's not gonna be happy.
I have a feeling they're keeping it behind closed doors. They're gonna
put
announce
together a
it
nice little
on
team
Bro,
over
Hot
there.
Stove.
it's just been a lot today, bro. The ups and downs.
Wasn't he? He also said that Soto's deal was done. Yeah, right. I mean, then again, I'm not gonna hold it against one person. Everybody's been saying it, so everybody's been saying the damn thing. So
Gotta say.
There's nothing more powerful than you making your thing happen. Really going for it.
Okay.
Really in it for Sonny Gray until the end.
Oh, we got our Red Sox.
And he ended up
fan
going to
here,
the
boys.
Cardinals. And I
Should
was
we
saying,
stay?
you know, hey, look out for the Reds
Should we
to
stay?
maybe be on the market for some of these other pitchers out here. And I said, hey, Eduardo Rodriguez, why not? It's going to be
Let's listen
interesting
to what
here
he has
because
to
these are
say.
two teams that tend not to spend a lot of big bucks. So if these two teams are the finalists for Rodriguez, I think it's interesting.
All right, let me see.
Geographically,
okay, I gotta turn
he
myself
was
up.
closer to
Turn them
Cincinnati.
down.
Remember, he vetoed the trade to the Dodgers.
Let's take a
because
look.
He wanted to stay closer to family. So could the Reds have an advantage here if he wants to maybe stay in that area? The Diamondbacks are going to be further out west. I mean, he could always pack up and move his family, right? That was an in-season thing. So let's see. But I think this is really intriguing. You know, two teams you don't really ever see as like finalists, right? You don't ever see those kind of teams pop up. So I think this could be really good for the Reds. I think that could be really good for the Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen, Eduardo Rodriguez, and Merrill Kelly. I think that's really solid. For the Reds, it gives them a veteran guy. You know, Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo in there. You know, look at what last year a couple of these guys for the Reds were doing. Pulling their rotation up, right? Andrew Abbott was really good.
Oh God, I didn't want to do that.
Ashcraft was pretty solid for the most
I didn't
part.
want to do
I
that.
think Rodriguez would be really nice.
Let's see who
in
else.
this rotation. You got a lot of young guys. Oh, and then they brought in Nick Martinez. Don't forget about Nick Martinez.
Let's take a look here.
So,
Something current.
you know,
I want
a
something
lot of young
current.
guys with promise. Green, Abbott, Lodolo. So if they ended up landing Eduardo Rodriguez, you could shift Nick Martinez to the bullpen, similar to what he was doing.
Hold on, let me
with
get
the
a
Padres, right? You know, if we go to
filter.
Nick Martinez, he had a really good year last year. I think he mostly was in the bullpen last year.
Last
I think he had
hour.
maybe a few starts.
Upcoming.
Maybe it's like an opener. What was it for him last year? So he had 9 starts last year.
Hey,
What
yo,
was mainly,
we found the
opening
channel,
spots?
boys. Wait, hold up. Should we do it again? Should we do it? No, we're not going to
No,
do
he
it
was a
again.
starter
We're not
in
going to do it
11,
again.
So 3 innings on September 17th, 4 innings on the 23rd, and then he went 5 innings on the 29th in his final start. Going back further. So it looks like any time he started a game, it was just like as an opener, right?
No
3 innings
results.
here,
Okay.
3 innings there. But you could do the same thing with Martinez here. He can
Let's
be
do
kind
it
of like your
then
utility
today.
knife, right? He can go in the bullpen, and then if you need him
Let's
to start
see.
some games, he can do that too.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
I don't know.
Country roads, take me home
For the Reds,
to the
right?
place
Next, though, I see you hit his ballpark, though. Eduardo Rodriguez
belong.
gets a lot of
West
soft contact.
Virginia.
Doesn't get a lot of exit velocity off of him. So that's one thing to remember
Take
about
me
Rodriguez,
home.
right? He limits the hard contact.
Country road.
So I think he would be fine. But let's see. Man, you guys were scaring me in the chat. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
West Virginia.
Man, what the heck is going on? Everyone's going crazy.
Take me
Happened.
home.
Like, oh my goodness, did Juan Soto happen? Did something
Country road.
Anyway, but everyone, I think I'm gonna start wrapping this up here.
Oh,
This up.
they're wrapping up.
Get a couple more.
All right, let's take a look around MLB. Let's just go MLB. Let's see this. Everything's plugged in. Finally. Okay.
Finally, the stove is heating up. Alex Verdugo is going to the evil empire.
Okay.
Finally, the stove
Here we
is
go.
heating up. Alex Verdugo is going to the evil empire. He has been traded to the Yankees, and the craziest part about that, I'm almost positive that Alex Verdugo and the Yankees fan base, they don't like each other. But just because the Yankees made that trade does not mean they are out on Juan Soto. We have an update on that, and also a borderline comical update on Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. Shohei, he had one rule: do not leak the fact that we took a meeting, and Dave Roberts, the manager of...
Yep, that was it. That was it right there. That was it. Shohei Ohtani. I couldn't think of it for whatever reason.
The Dodgers, he just spilled the beans. He told everyone that they took a meeting with Shohei Ohtani. I mean, it felt like a skit out of The Office. It was that bad. So again, a lot to talk about in today's recap, and do me a favor so you don't miss any of these going forward. Click that subscribe button because we are so close to 500,000 subs. Now, we have one small story before we talk about Ohtani, Verdugo, and Soto. Look at this. The Guardians, they somehow, by the graces of the baseball gods, got the #1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. My mind was blown when I saw this, and also, I didn't even know that the draft was going on. That's bad on my part. But also, is it bad on my part, or is it bad on Major League Baseball's part for not really marketing the draft? I don't know. So as a Guardians fan, even though I'm incredibly hyped to have the first overall pick, this came a day after it was reported that the Guardians will not be budging on payroll in 2024. So the trend for the Guardians has been trade all of your best players, do not spend any money, and just hope that your pitching staff can carry you throughout a season. It's super annoying, and I'm just so sick of the
All right,
Guardians
let's look for
having
Juan
to be bailed out
Soto.
by the baseball
That's
gods.
what we're here
They need
for.
to suffer a little bit. Am I a bad fan for saying that? Real quick before we talk
see.
about
Oh,
the
here we
Verdugo
go.
trade, look at this. Dave 2023 in the 8th round, but there you go. Greg Weisser, Richard Fitz, and
Wait, hold on. Let's go look back a little bit.
but he had a 3.4, a really high ceiling.
Let's go back.
The New York, they can leak whatever they want, and Ohtani, he's
Here
still
we
going to
go.
come and be in Dodger blue. Here we go. Breaking news: the New York Yankees are acquiring outfielder Alex Verdugo in a trade with the Boston Red Sox, a division rival for right-handers Richard Fitz, Greg Weisser, and Nicholas Judas. Let's talk about the last three guys real quick. So Greg Weisser was not very good in his debut season with the Yankees, but if we take a look at his AAA stats, he was borderline unhittable, and he was a strikeout machine. So considering he's about to be 29 years old, he's kind of a project with a really high ceiling. I get why the Red Sox wanted him. I don't know who Richard Fitz is, but he had a 3.48 ERA with the Yankees in Double-A. He had 163 strikeouts and 152 innings, so he's definitely a project as well because he tends to give up a home run a little bit too often, but he's a tall kid, 6'3", but he's not as tall as the next guy. Nicholas Judas is 6'8", so there's not a lot of stats on this kid because he was drafted in 2023 in the...
Bro, you in the wrong sport. Bro, you in the wrong sport. You need to go to the NBA.
is not Juan Soto, but if you take a look at the boxes that had to be checked by the Yankees in the offseason, they are going to the Boston Red Sox in exchange for Alex Verdugo. I know that Alex Verdugo is not Juan Soto, but if you take a look at the boxes that had to be checked by the Yankees in the offseason, they needed a left-handed outfielder. They just got that. Not only did they need an outfielder that was left-handed, they needed someone that doesn't strike out and plays great defense. Alex Verdugo does all of that, and he is essentially a walking 50 extra base hits. In 2021, he had 13 home runs and 32 doubles. In 2022, he had 39 doubles, and then last season in 2023, he had 37 doubles and 13 home runs to go on with 5 triples. So yeah, the walks decreased in 2023, but the power, it seems like it's increasing with age. He's about to enter his age 28 season. Maybe he pops off for 20 home runs with that short porch in Yankee Stadium. Just as Alex Verdugo is a rental because he's a free agent after the 2024 season, same for Juan Soto, but on paper, Verdugo, Judge, Stanton, the reports are right now that Stanton has lost a lot of weight, so maybe he's healthier. Rizzo, he was really good before that concussion. Maybe he bounces back, and other bounce back candidates like Carlos Rodon, Nestor Cortez. On paper, I feel like this team is good enough, but good enough is not good enough in New York. So we've talked about the Guardians in today's recap, and maybe that's why I'm just not seeing eye to eye with the Yankees fan and their perspective, because as a Guardians fan, you have to take what you can get. As a Yankees fan, you just flat out take. I mean, I remember back in the day, I walked into a 7-Eleven and there it was, a magazine cover of AJ Burnett, Mark Teixeira, and CC Sabathia, and I thought to myself, my team can never do that. So even without Juan Soto, I feel like Alex Verdugo is a welcome addition because he checks off so many boxes. You get to keep Carlos Rodon, Nestor Cortez, Michael King, Drew Thorpe, Johnny Brito. I like this team, but then again, if you're a Yankees fan, you're so delusional about the fact that you can win a World Series every single year. I have to tip my cap because you really think that you can win every single year. And I don't mean any disrespect to Yankees fans by calling them delusional, but you have to admit, you genuinely in your heart think that you deserve to win the World Series every single season. You really do. And again, maybe Yankees fans are right. They were calling me out on social media for saying, wow, it must be nice to be a small market fan because you have no expectations. We have expectations. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're right. And yeah, you have to admit the fact that Juan Soto is a generational hitter. You're going to have to give up Michael King and Drew Thorpe if you want to add him to the lineup. But then again, he's a rental. He's also a client of Scott Boras. Scott Boras does not like to do extensions. And it's not like the Mookie Betts trade where the Dodgers almost could guarantee an extension. Juan Soto, he could walk next year. And then you lose Juan Soto. You lose Alex Verdugo. You don't have Michael King or Drew Thorpe. That sucks. Call me crazy, but if I'm Brian Cashman, I would keep Alex Verdugo until Jason Dominguez is healthy. I'd also give a fat bag to Cody Bellinger and Yamamoto. I feel like Bellinger on that squad, you trade Verdugo when Jason Dominguez is healthy. You have Yamamoto in that rotation, so maybe a guy like Nestor Cortez
on. I don't know. I'm checking passing. I'm checking Morrissey. Y'all think something got inside? I gotta clean it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Back to what? The trade between the Yankees and Padres sending Juan Soto and Trent Grisham to New York is now complete. The teams to make it official sometime tonight. So it's officially official. It is not officially official. So, but dude, Joel Sherman, you're goated. Going live on MLB Network. How do I watch this? How do I watch this from here? Where on the internet do I go? Where do I have what illegal site do I need to go to? MLB Network. I need this. I need it. I need it. I need it. Like the SpongeBob meme. I need it. That was weird. Sorry. I apologize. You had to hear that. I'm so weird. I'm so weird.
of the time. The secondary stuff is so good, he's going to lean on that even more.
Okay, here we go.
Because he's got 3 of them with command.
Here we go.
Again, the price of poker for Yamamoto is going up.
Oh my God, boys. Boys.
Shohei Ohtani. It's just the truth. And that leads me back to the theme for tonight's show. Awards week, we were not allowed to ask the name of Ohtani's dog. Cute puppy. He would not let us know the name of this dog. According to my sources, I have different sources than John Heyman. There's a connection potentially between the name of the dog and the team that Shohei Ohtani could end up signing with. Shohei's different.
I've heard the same.
Yeah. Oh, your sources are saying the same thing? Really? At Valentine's when you were playing the guitar?
That's right.
Guys, forget Soto, Kimbrel.
So it's all about sources right now.
Of the winter meetings.
Right. This is a massive.
Okay, this is what y'all can see.
Speculate as to what the name
Because I
is
can't
of this
show
dog.
y'all.
Oh, could it be Rogers? Come here, Rogers. Come here, boy. Come here, Rogers. Could it be
I can't.
Scully?
Have I been lied to?
I love that one.
He said he was going to be on at 45.
Come on, Scully. What about Wrigley? That's a cute dog's name.
What?
Come here, Wrigley. Oh, you're a good
Boys.
Wrigley.
Boys. I think Juan Soto is a New York Yankee.
Give me the ball, Halo. You got to stop biting the ball, Halo. If I'm going to play fetch with you, Halo. I'm trying to figure this out, okay?
I think it's official, boys. I think we can officially say it.
You know how you get Willie to come to you?
I like that.
Do you know how you get Willie the dog to come to you?
Oh, how?
You say, hey.
There you go, Greg.
You say, hey. Say, hey, Willie. Willie Mays.
He's here all week, folks.
All right, I want you to weigh in. Ohtani doesn't want everyone to know his dog's name
All right.
because it's the password to every one of his login. You might be onto something. You might be onto something.
Boys, it's time to party. It's time to party, boys. We got Juan Soto. Oh, it's so official. It's so official. Oh, yes. Yes.
You get creative here because the sources are rumbling. Ohtani's dog's name.
Boys, it's official.
Oh, that would be nice.
It's official. Where is it? It's official, baby. It's official, baby. Let's go. Ohtani's a freaking Yankee.
We're going to continue to sprinkle these dog names in.
I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna call my dad.
Eduardo Rodriguez has narrowed down his list of
I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna call my dad to get his reaction.
MLB Tonight is presented by Cone Resnick. Optimize performance, manage risk, and maximize value for your business.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Yep.
You're a happy man.
We got Soto.
You scare me. Every time you call me, you scare me because I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, I'm not trying to. No. We got Soto. Yes.
We got Soto.
Yes.
Who do we have rid of?
We got rid of. Okay, so from what people are saying it's King, Thorpe, and then Higashioka and a couple other people.
What about the guy that we got from Boston?
He's staying.
Let him go.
They wanted to keep him.
We have the outfielder that we need.
Yeah, but they wanted to keep him, and then they also had to take on Trent Grisham, who's another outfielder. I don't know. That when it comes to that, it's tricky, but
How much they gave Soto?
well, Soto has arbitration this year, so more than likely he's getting $30 million for the year, and then they have to negotiate. But remember, Scott Boras is his agent.
And listen, if he's with the Yankees, they're not gonna let him go.
I don't think so either.
He took too much. He already know. They already know the deal. They already said, we're gonna sign with you, but I want to make $40 million, for example, for 7 years.
Yeah.
And the Yankees, I'm not saying it's in the contract, but I say that they talk already about that because Soto don't want to be on. He doesn't want to be in San Diego. He doesn't want to be in Washington. And he come to New York. You think he's gonna come to New York for 1 year, and that's it? No.
Yeah.
We already talk about it. It's like Chapman deal. You already think, you know what? We're gonna get you for a year, and then we're gonna give you your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And Judge gonna have to chill out because I know he's gonna make more money than Judge. Even if he doesn't make more money than Judge, we know that on the table he's making more money than Judge. Period.
Probably.
Because you don't leave $440 million on the table to come over here and make $250. That's not true.
Yeah.
Anybody can give him $300 million for 7 years. Anybody will give it to him.
100%.
So if we get him for 350, 7 years. I'm fine with it. I don't care. We just need a World Series. Once that we win one, I know once that you win one, you go back there, even though if you don't win. So I know we're bleeding money, but you know what? It's not my money.
It's Juan Soto. That's all that matters.
It's money. Now I'm gonna have to buy some freaking ticket to go see it.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait on that.
There you go.
All right.
It's official. We got it.
Exactly. I'll talk to you when you get home. All right.
Cool.
All right.
See you later.
Love you.
Bye. I love you too.
Juan Soto is a freaking.
Eastern on MLB Network. Welcome back to MLB Tonight from the Winter Meetings in Nashville, presented by Cone Resnick. We got Eduardo Rodriguez. He met with the clubs at the Winter Meetings. Down to 2 teams now. Expect to have a decision by tomorrow. The latest from John Heyman. Now, this is
Here's how you go from this to that with it.
To pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this, in a matter of time I spent.
Is good and can match some of these top-end starters. So I would like to see him in a leadership role of showing some young guys how to get it done. The Abbott kid over in Cincinnati, I love. I think E-Rod would make a huge impact on him and just give them a veteran presence, too. So Reds are one. You want to throw the Orioles? Do you want to throw? I think he fits the Orioles' game plan as far as what they need and could be one of those guys. I just don't think that it's going to go there. I like him in the NL Central. I'd like to see him go to the Chicago Cubs and back up Justin Steele. I know a lot of people think it's that, but I like him in the Central. The Cubs need pitching at the utmost. Losing Stroman. I didn't even write them down.
Well, I think he's a perfect fit. I think he trumps what Stroman did last year with a full season. Stroman getting hurt down the way. I think the Cubs. I think the Central is just an easy, winnable division. I think E-Rod can swing that division.
Those are your two teams. What about you?
I like him in both places, but actually I like him in two places he's been already. Boston and Baltimore. Started out in Baltimore. Boston definitely needs starting pitching. There's no doubt about it. I know they're waiting on Yamamoto, but so is half the teams in baseball.
Yeah.
I just think that the gap between Eddie Rodriguez and Jordan Montgomery, talent-wise, is not the same as what it's going to be economically. And I think that's why he's going to go quicker. Because, listen, all props to Montgomery. He's been really durable the last 3 years. He's got that on Eduardo Rodriguez. But I think that at their top levels, there's really not much of a difference between these two lefties. And I'm telling you, Boston's got all these hybrid pitchers there. You know, when you think about Houck and Pivetta, Whitlock, they need to lock in on an actual rotation and commit that you're our 4 or 5 starters. They got 3 good ones right now. They need someone depth starting pitching-wise. And Baltimore, absolutely. We've already talked about their need for another arm. Love him going back to Baltimore.
Okay, those are your two teams. My two teams, one of them, that team we know wanted him, the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers cannot miss out. If they miss out on Ohtani, they cannot miss out on Yamamoto. If they miss out on Yamamoto, they got to start thinking worst-case scenario here. We know they wanted to trade for Eduardo Rodriguez because of things that were going on in his personal
I'm through the roof
life.
happy
He
on
nixed
so many
that
different
at the
things.
trade deadline.
I
We know they like him.
I gotta salute
So
Mario, man. Mario, you sitting here through this whole thing. That's some impressive. All of these friggin' guys are wrong. It is a team for Mario. It's not the time, man. We're gonna be timed out or kicked out, fam.
It's
Only thing we can look forward to right now is
Soto's
dad.
Juan Soto Sr. Come on, bro.
Juan Soto Sr., man.
And that blew up that tweet.
Sure did. I'm sure it did.
500K views, bro.
Juan Soto.
Word, man. I earned my stripes today, Frankie, bro. I earned my
100%.
stripes.
100%. 100%. No doubt about it. You stacking those hours up big time. You are stacking those hours up. Guys, Mario's watching it right now. It's at 10:30. I was fucking out of it. We made this shit.
Guys, chat, apologize for the yelling, man. I did
I'm
not
sorry,
expect
guys,
to
yeah.
get that. Yeah, you know?
Matter of fact, I'm not sorry, guys. You guys are as happy as we are. You guys are as happy.
I need it. I need it.
Keep Alex Verdugo and tell Jason delusional about the fact that you can win a World Series every single year.
Ron. Ron. I don't know. I'm checking passing. I'm checking Morrissey. I'm checking Morrissey.
Is good enough, but good.
I need it. The teams to make it official sometime tonight. So it's officially official. It is not officially official. So, but dude, Joel Sherman, you're goated. Going live on MLB Network. How do I watch this? How do I watch this from here? Where on the internet do I go? Where do I have? What illegal site do I need to go to? And
it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, and then MLB Network reported that it might happen tomorrow. But as Matt Sheridan says, baby, it's time. JD Buffalo says, Juan Soto, indeed a New York Yankee. Yes, he is. And look, this is probably the Yankees' biggest trade since Giancarlo Stanton. Now, obviously, Stanton hasn't worked out the way that we had hoped. And you always remember where you are when you hear about a trade. Now, I talked about this a little bit during the Waiting Game podcast that we had a little while ago. I remember in 2004 when A-Rod was traded to the Yankees, I was in the middle of moving a couch. The news broke. I lost control of myself. I dropped the couch on my foot and was in a combination of pain and euphoria at the same time. And then I was stuck on a toilet in a Walmart with essentially hot sauce poisoning when the Giancarlo Stanton trade broke. Roger Clemens trade. I remember I was getting ready for a baseball game of my own when I heard the news. And you'll always remember, especially if a trade ends up being very impactful, where you were when you heard about it. Now, this one, we still don't have the exact details on who is in this trade. I've included in the upper reel on the right some Trent Grisham, some Michael King, some Drew Thorpe. These are all names that we've heard were part of the deal. And it's
I gotta make a new
that was experienced, that kind of forced this deal to be
Let me
pushed
turn this down a little bit
into
in my
now
head.
the 11 o'clock hour, has affected any
I
of
gotta
the
make a new banner.
might
Severino's no longer a Yankee. Juan Soto's now a Yankee. I gotta make a new thumbnail, a new banner. Can y'all see if I go?
to the newest member of the New York
Y'all can see.
Yankees, Mr.
Juan Thin Soto. All right, I'm making a new. A new YouTube banner.
Juan Soto on New York Yankees. Matt Sheridan says, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animals." If the reports
Let's see,
correct,
channel art.
we're
Here we go.
sending back a number of players. Mike King, fantastic pitcher,
So
both in relief and as a starter last season. He transitioned to a starter late in the season. Johnny Brito ended up pitching the second game of the year and has a very good changeup, as you've seen. He was a little bit up and down. I think he was the best of the Yankees' young pitchers that came up. Randy Vasquez had some good starts as well, good appearances. He got a filthy slider. Never been in love with his mechanics. I feel like, there's a lot of pressure on his elbow. The way
trying to find like a good oh yeah,
Look,
subscribe.
The Padres cleaned us out for some of our pitching depth.
Oh,
Schmidt
100%.
does not sound like he is in this trade. So you have to imagine he's coming back to the rotation. Facts are this. The Yankees needed a left-handed bat. Not just this year, but for the last several
Maybe
years.
I won't put Juan Soto
Really since
yet.
we know
I gotta.
haven't had that
I'm gonna put
prime,
Judge.
deadly
I can't put
left-handed bat
Judge.
that is
I'll
a
put Cole.
threat to hang in sliders
I'll put Cole.
and can hit you a big 3-run home run. Now, Rizzo, obviously a good hitter, but we got him late in his career, and he has not been the same since the Yankees picked him up.
Juan Soto's a freaking. Yep, ESPN posted it,
Juan
man.
Soto's agent, and Scott Boras' clients like to test the free agent waters. He demands it. And it's not a stretch to think that Soto will get $450, $500 million because he's 25 years old. He's not going to turn 26 until after next season. He's younger than Estevan Florial.
I used to pray for times like this to sound like that.
Today, Yamamoto is meeting with the Yankees on Monday. The Yankees are all in, and I am here.
I used to pray for times like this.
Andrew Calabria says our outfield just went from 30th to 1st. And Ron Bees says Cashman came through. Juan Name says we want Houston. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, Jesus, we haven't even. Yo, who said that?
To play. So the Yankees are all in, and when they're all in, they can be extremely dangerous. We talked about that earlier tonight on the previous podcast. When the Yankees have a lot of money to spend and are motivated, they can do a lot of damage. 2009, it was CeCe Sabathia. It was A.J. Burnett. It was Mark Teixeira. It was Nick Swisher. They won a World Series. If it wasn't for Josh Hamilton, they might have won it in 2010 also. They had a damn good year that year, too. The Yankees are going for it this year.
Oh,
They're not
100%.
worried about re-signing Juan Soto. I'm sure they would love to re-sign Juan Soto, and we'll talk about that after the season. But getting Juan Soto tells me the Yankees are trying to win this year. Now, Angel J. Guzman Reyes has an interesting comment that I'd like to talk about. He says that Soto's going to hit 45 home runs, and he very well may hit 45 home runs. But I don't think he's going to benefit from the short porch as much as you think he will, or as much as most people think he will. If you look at his
Fair
spray
point.
chart, we'll pull up some Juan Soto spray charts here. He hits a lot of balls to left field that in Yankee Stadium might be outs. So what I'm really looking for from Juan Soto is a guy who's going to wrong screen there. A guy who's going to hit the ball to all fields.
Come on, I need a good picture of Cole.
Who's just going to be a threat in the lineup. He hits the ball very hard, is in the 99th percentile of hard hit percentage, of chase percentage. I mean, across the board, this guy is absolutely tremendous. Walk percentage, his command of the strike zone is some of the best in baseball. I think when you're thinking about the batting order, you got to take a look at hitting him second and hitting Aaron Judge third. Having him on base for Aaron Judge is going to be huge. we also need some other guys to step up. We need Rizzo to be healthy this year. We need Giancarlo Stanton to do something this year. But having Juan Soto, having Gleyber Torres,
Sorry, I'm just really locked in on making this thumbnail.
I mean, that's potential for some serious offense. And now you've also got to talk about Yamamoto, who is meeting with the Yankees on Monday. And we'll talk a lot about him. But for now, the offense is at least a little bit better than last year, for sure. We still need some other guys to step up, but I feel a lot more confident in this lineup than I did the one that started on opening day. So we're going to talk a little bit about some Blue Jays fans here. So let me get situated. I've got a few things I want to put on the screen. And also, we got to give a round of applause to Mike King, who did a fantastic job for the Yankees.
Yes. Give props to Michael King. Let's talk about this. Michael King, Oh, here we go.
Juan Soto. So I read this comment. I thought it was great, and I'll just kind of run through it real quick. Toronto doesn't have the requisite MLB-ready starting pitching. Talks a little bit about their top prospect. They got the ERA wrong, but basically said that San Diego tried to put public pressure on the Yankees by complaining about them standing firm, and then the Yankees leaked their offer. That kind of created some stuff in the media, and then I thought that it seemed like it was pure negotiation in the media, and that the Yankees' offer was the best that the Padres could do, and that it was the best match that they could get. And this was one of my more successful tweets. A lot of people agreed with it, but we also had some people saying, I'll trade Soto to the Mets just to make you cry. And then we had this guy laughing, all these Blue Jays fans. This guy was laughing, and he said,
"No, will this switch tabs?"
Horseshit. Padres will not take wannabe prospects. And then this guy doesn't understand how to evaluate prospects. I just wanted to gloat a little bit and say,
do your thing.
Had it wrong, and Yankees fans had it right.
Do your thing.
Take your medicine. Frankie Baseball, so that guy's face makes me want to cry. AJ Preller. Yeah, I tweeted earlier that AJ Preller, he looks like he just sold a timeshare to some grandma.
That's crazy.
He's got this, I don't know.
Look, man,
there's been at the winter meetings, according to
I may need to get a new wire for this.
Sounds like his team from Japan wants to bring him back. Daniel Warden says, hot take, but I think the acquisition of Soto could be significant for the Yankees. I hardly agree.
No, don't freeze now.
Yeah.
Don't freeze now.
It's a big move. This is the biggest move that the Yankees have made in years. 1,300 in the chat. More of that, please.
Sersky.
I think Word Lifer has it a little bit better. He says Yamamoto incoming. So let's talk about your lineups. Let's talk about what you guys are doing with your lineups. The question
Quickly
is
add on this.
And I'm going to check real quick and see if we have any official update on the names.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely changing
I think
this.
right now Gleyber Torres is probably your leadoff hitter. And from Jeff Passon, hey, I said it right. WNBC. He says Yankees receive outfielders Juan Soto and Trent Grisham, as we expected.
And then where
Michael
is?
King, Drew Thorpe,
Here it is.
Randy Vasquez,
Remove.
Johnny Brito,
Then I'm gonna upload a new one.
Kyle Higashioka, Joel Sherman.
R.I.P. Kyle Higashioka, by the way.
And for all the Blue Jays fans who said this wouldn't happen.
Tough to be a Blue Jays fan.
So we do have some Juan Soto merch that is coming very, very soon.
Yes, sir, skis.
I will release it, announce it tomorrow. It is not live because we wanted to get this this confirmed first before we put it live. But we've got a ton of Juan Soto merch coming tomorrow. Shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, just in time for Christmas. So,
Let's go.
All your winter holidays. So anyway, this is going to be a really fun year to watch, more so than last year, because I just think Juan Soto is going to add a ton to this offense. Murr says, my super chat. Let me look for it. Okay, he says, who was this guy we got in the trade? Fourth string. Trent Grisham is a center fielder. Let's go ahead and take a look at his baseball savant as well. He is indeed probably your fourth outfielder, but he might start in center field to begin the season, depending on how the Yankees align things. I think it's going to be Judge to begin the season.
Let me move myself. So I'll move probably like down here.
All right. So you can see his batting run value is not great. His offensive numbers just 198, 184 last year. So he fits right in with the.
That way I kind of stay out of his face. I'm going to be live for about 5 minutes. So I'm here for another 5 minutes and then I'm out.
Both well above average. And hits the ball on the barrel. Good chase rate.
Oh, I didn't even notice this dude commenting. I feel bad.
But really, in center field, you know, he can run it down. Ian 216 with the.
Boys, it's official. It is official. Oh.
Don't like losing King, but I suppose that's part of the price we have to pay. So there needs to be an extension here also.
Yes.
Appreciate the dono. I don't think an extension's going to happen. Scott Boras doesn't do that. He just straight up doesn't give out extensions. Or doesn't, you know, obviously he doesn't seek extensions. He takes his players to free agency because he'd rather have offers from 30 teams than from one team. It's just math. Supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
Says Verdugo leading off, Judge second, Soto third, Stanton fourth, Torres fifth, Rizzo sixth, DJ seventh, Trevino 8, and Volpe 9th. Appreciate you taking the time to type that all out.
I like it. I like it.
Is the leadoff guy. I mean, maybe. It's not bad to have a lefty who makes contact leading off at Yankee Stadium. I mean, Johnny Damon, Brett Gardner. He's not super fast. I guess that's not a huge deal these days. So that might very well be it. Yankees 286 says, with Higgy gone, Judge is the last player from
Oh, my God.
on the team who never left. Catcher. Hey, let's give a standing O to Kyle Higashioka. Who Penafil says, hey, is it official? Yes, it is. And he says, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Everybody loves hearing that. Been waiting all day for this. We got opening day tickets earlier today. Keep up your shows. Always looking forward to them. Thank you very much.
I can't say it. I want to so bad. But my dad might see this, and then he'll know.
I'm very excited.
He can't know.
Than I've been for the Yankees all season long.
Oh, I want to say it so bad.
Calabria probably goes the way that I would go at this point, which is Torres leading off, Soto second, Judge third. Now, I know Judge is very comfortable in the number 2 hole, and I even know he hit leadoff a lot over the last few years, but I really want Soto hitting in front of Judge. Judge not only protects Soto, so he'll get pitches to hit, but he's going to walk so much that Judge is going to drive in an enormous amount of runs. He's
yep, big time.
So many 2-run home runs in the first inning that it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be a beautiful sight to see.
Stay healthy, big guy. Dermot O'Sullivan says that's a lot of outfielders, no?
It is.
So right now we've got what? Verdugo, Pereira, Judge, Soto, Stanton, I guess you could call it outfielder, and Grisham. it's a fair amount of outfielders, but I mean, look at the attrition the last few years. We always lose guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see Willie Calhoun playing in this freaking outfield next year. Not at all.
All right, we're gonna wrap up here.
The Yankees the favorites to come out of the AL? I don't think so. Not yet.
Thank you to Derek for that amazing interview or whatever. I don't care. I don't mean like that. I don't mean like that. Jesus. Juan Soto is a freaking Yankee, bro. Juan Soto is a Yankee. I can't believe I'm editing this title so that I don't have to do it later. But Juan Soto is a Yankee. No question marks. Juan Soto is a Yankee. Oh my God. I used to pray. I can't type apparently. Pray 4 times. I used to pray for times like this. So we'll update that. That way I will have it forever. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for I don't know why I'm so thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Keeps doing this, and I hate it. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, guys, Juan Soto got traded to the Yankees for the 2024 season. So happy. I should have grabbed my chain. Now I'm just... I'll see y'all later. And my mic's still on. I can't even... Man!